This is where the action happens. This is where the sausage is made. Here is where we learn about everything about our product, about our customers, about that experience. I had a very non-traditional path at Canadian Tire. Coming in as a farmer with a mathematics degree is an odd mix. So I started off in a role that we call, and say dearly, the supply chain analyst role. It's a great entry-level role. And that took me from that moment to this moment in the craziest path. It took me to all corners of supply chain. It took me all corners of project management. It took me to all corners of planning. It took me to a bizarre stint in finance and customer returns and quality product. And basically took me everywhere until I finally started to realize I really miss the farm, the curiosity, and operations. And my heart has always been in the DC, and I went back to the DC. And I've been here leading the DC operations for the family of Canadian Tire companies for about 4 years now. At Canadian Tire, we exist to make life in Canada better. And supply chain plays an absolute critical role of that. The entire country was in lockdown. Often forgotten are the supply chain people. On day one, Friday, March 13th, the day after, our teams throughout Canada came here to ensure that every Canadian, whether it was a boredom buster, whether it was essential pet food for their cats, whether it was a toy for the kids, a backyard fun thing, you name it, we were here, tires, etc., automotive, we were always here for Canadians. Supply chains exist to ensure that we enjoy the jobs that we do, to ensure that we have what we need to do the simple house things we want, or the firsts. Picture your first bicycle, or your first soccer ball. We like to say we're shipping experiences, not product. So I talk to a lot of young people at high schools and universities through career fairs, and I'm always asked, Steven, why do you stay at Canadian Tire? And I always say for 3 simple reasons. Number 1, personally. Number 2, professionally. And 3rd, financially. Whether it was pre-pandemic or during the pandemic, and even post-pandemic, one thing that I've learned through this incredible journey is that life in Canada depends on supply chains, and the greatest supply chain is right here and these people.